You're not stuck because you lack options. You're stuck because you're addicted to the drug of predictability. And that drug, it's killing the person you came here to be. I've spent time building what everyone called the dream setup: steady income from tutoring, work from anywhere, no boss breathing down my neck. But here's what nobody tells you about dream setups: sometimes they're nightmares in designer clothing. I was making money while my soul was going bankrupt. Every morning I'd wake up and think, this is fine, this is safe, this is enough. Enough? That word should be banned from the human vocabulary. Because here's the brutal truth no one wants to say out loud: your comfort zone isn't protecting you from failure, it's protecting failure from you. Welcome to Daily Power Boost, Ignite Your Potential, the podcast where your transformation begins. I'm Sean Michael, and each day I'll bring you quick, impactful insights and action steps to fuel your personal and professional growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or someone ready to break limits and ignite greatness, this is your daily power boost to crush obstacles, stay focused, and awaken the extraordinary potential within you. Because remember, greatness begins within. Let's go. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Last time we burned down the calendar cult, the lie that busyness equals meaning. Today, we're launching a new arc: the hidden costs of growth. Starting with the biggest cost of all, the price of playing it safe. Picture this: you're in a cage, but the door isn't locked. There's no guard. You could walk out anytime. So why don't you? Because you've convinced yourself the cage is home. That's the comfort zone con. It doesn't trap you with chains. It traps you with permission slips. Permission to stay small. Permission to avoid the unknown. Permission to worship predictability while your dreams suffocate. After I left the Navy, I thought I was choosing freedom: corporate job, steady paycheck, health insurance. All the boxes checked. But freedom doesn't live in boxes. Later, when I moved abroad and built a tutoring business, I told myself I'd finally made it: location independence, flexible schedule, the entrepreneur's dream. Except I wasn't an entrepreneur. I was a survivor with a business card. I wasn't building an empire. I was just building a better cage. And survival, no matter how comfortable, is still just survival. So, how does comfort pull this con? How does it convince smart people to choose a slow death over a fast life? It whispers three lies so seductive you'll mistake them for wisdom. Lie number one: I'm choosing stability. No, you're not. You're choosing stagnation and calling it strategy. I told myself tutoring was a smart business move. Are you kidding? I was terrified of the exposure that came with scaling up, terrified of the conversations I'd have to have, the risks I'd have to take. So I stayed small, not because it was wise, because it was safe. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between safety and death. Both feel like nothing's changing. Both feel like nothing's growing. Lie number two: I just need more time to prepare. Preparation is a sophisticated word for procrastination. You don't need more time. You need fewer excuses. I've spent too many years preparing to expand my business, learning new systems, taking courses, reading books, networking. All valid activities, all elaborate ways to avoid the one thing that actually matters: reaching out and making the ask that would change everything. Comfort doesn't want you prepared, it wants you permanent. Lie number three: what if I fail? Here's a better question: what if you succeed at the wrong thing? What if you become really, really good at living below your potential? What if you master the art of almost but not quite? And what if you win the game you were never meant to play? Failure is temporary. Regret, that's forever. The graveyard isn't full of people who took too many risks. It's full of people who took too few. Take a breath, inhale courage, and exhale the lie that comfortable equals successful. Now, while that truth is still burning in your chest, while you can still feel the cost of playing it safe, answer these questions. Where am I calling smart strategy when it's really just sophisticated fear? What dream have I been starving because comfort convinced me it was unrealistic? If I stopped optimizing for safety and started optimizing for aliveness, what would I do today? Now that you've seen where comfort's been lying to you, it's time to call its bluff. Today's Power Boost gives you 3 moves to break the spell. Number 1, name your golden handcuffs. Write down one area where you've been settling for good enough because it feels safe. Get specific. Get honest. 2, break one bar. Take an action today that your comfort zone will hate. Send the email, make the ask, have the conversation. Start before you're ready. And 3, redefine your scorecard. Stop measuring success by how safe you feel. Start measuring it by how alive you feel, how aligned, how much you're becoming the person you came here to be. Here's what I learned when I finally walked out of my golden cage. The thing you're most afraid of losing, you've already lost it. Your potential, your edge, your hunger for something bigger. You've been so busy protecting what you have, you forgot to build what you want. Comfort's expensive. It costs dreams, impact, the chance to discover what you're actually capable of. I've spent years worshiping at the altar of safe. I don't worship there anymore, and I don't think you should either. This was the Comfort Zone Con, why safety is your real cage. Next up, the comparison hangover, why measuring up makes you smaller. Because breaking out of your cage doesn't automatically set you free. Not when you're still shrinking yourself against everyone else's scorecard. Stop optimizing for safety. Start optimizing for aliveness. Ready to stop playing small? The identity clarity call isn't about finding your comfort zone. It's about burning it down and building something real. Book it, own it, become it. With strength and heart, I'm Shawn Michael. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.